everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. I'm pretty angry, but I'm going to take my frustrations out on not on my crochet, but while crocheting. So if you want to join me in being a petty, hateful bitch, welcome. And if you're, not the type of person who gets angry, that's cool too, I guess, I'm sewing in ends just for the first part of the cardigan, which, somehow soothes me. Sewing an end soothes me. Like, I know it's like a task that's like a, you know, kind of annoying, but I don't mind it that much. So I twisted my ankle. What just happened to my voice? I twisted my ankle, and I am in a house full of people. We were on WhatsApp together, and I was like, and many people saw me twist my ankle because I'm very clumsy, and would do it in front of a lot of people. And many people saw it, so I limped back upstairs, and I'm in my bed, and I in the WhatsApp was like, "Can someone please go get me an ace bandage from Walgreens? Hi, Tammy." And no one has responded, and that was hours ago. So my ankle is throbbing. It hurts a lot. And I would just like a motherfucking ace bandage and maybe some ice. But I can't go get it. And all of these people who have their phones right about here have not responded. So they can go fuck themselves. And I'm not happy. And I'm very annoyed. So I figured, why not crochet? Well, I was going to crochet anyways. But I can't go get it. I I can't get anything from my ankle right now, so let's just get the frustration out on the yarn, but in like a way that doesn't destroy my project and the work that I'm doing and that I need to do, because this is a commission, and I'll just be a dick to the people online. They don't even know. Maybe they know. I don't care. I know myself. I know the situation were reversed, that I would try to be helpful. At least I think I would. But, everyone's different, so I'm just going to stay up here and let the rage fuel me like a Sith Lord. But shit happens. Really did not feel good coming down on my ankle. Straight up sideways. I never crochet when I'm mad. That's probably a good call. It could end up badly. I'm sewing in ends, which I was saying earlier is something that I don't actually mind. Really, but I have to do anyways, so it's a little bit more focused, and I'm just focusing on hiding my ends in this piece because it changes color every row, so gotta do it eventually. Why not now when I'm furious? I'm not furious, I'm just annoyed because, like I said, to me it's just kind of a selfish move, but people are gonna people, and that's what it be. So anywho, and I still have to crochet. I guess I have to get it done, so it's not like I'm not shirking off any responsibilities. but it's just how it is sometimes, you know. But yeah, I was like, after a while, I was like, you know what? Maybe going live would be a better use of my time. It's not good to be mad, angry, or whatever when crocheting. Well, I'm doing it. For some people, it's very therapeutic. For other people, it's not good to be wielding a craft utensil, tool, whatever, when they're upset. But it's more that I'm annoyed. But that's okay. Like, this is actually very tranquil to me. This is my happy place. Crochet is my happy place. Dealing with people who are not kind is not my happy place. So I'd much rather be in this space than sitting on my phone going, why the fuck has no one answered my WhatsApp message? To me, this is a better place. Because I could hobble my ass down there and ream everyone out. But I am not doing that because I'm talking shit about them on the internet. And that's progress, people. I am like super uncomfortable because I have to like sit with my leg elevated and then I'm like twisting, so like my hip is in a lot of pain too from like, trying to get in a position that's like that I can have my leg elevated in. So that's pretty hurty, and I don't have like any painkillers like ibuprofen, Tylenol, anything like that. So we're just dealing with all that. I know that like there's a lot of like knitting stickers and like knitting memes and stuff like that. It's like I knit so I don't stab people or whatever. Which I mean, if that's what it takes, please continue knitting. Jeez. But crafting is definitely my way of getting frustrations out. So I used a 9mm hook on the cardigan. So because I was gonna sew my ends in, which are pretty short, with a darning needle, my metal darning needle that has the bent end. But instead, I'm actually using a smaller crochet hook. Yep, in my happy place. I mean, I've been happier, if I'm being honest, but this is as good as it gets right now. But just another reminder, I'm not here to make friends. Which sucks because like I'm actually a pretty friendly person. This may surprise some people. Um, I'm a pretty friendly person, and I like to when I have decided to not decided, but like when someone's my friend, when I care about someone, when you know, like things like that, I like I will help them out pretty much in any way possible. And coming back into the place where I am now, I literally had to be told, like, stop worrying about other people, just worry for yourself, by my therapist. And that's not like a natural thing for me. And I don't know if I'm not trying to like paint myself as this like saint or anything like that. But he was like, you've got to focus this time, like, fully, like, on yourself and making sure, like, not letting people get to you and not, like, putting yourself too far out there and, like, making promises to people. It stresses you out, and then you're frustrated to make promises to people, and all this stuff. Because, like, I was doing that a lot before. And that's kind of my MO. A lot of the time is like, if you're my friend, I'll do just about anything to help you out. And so this time I came in differently, and it wasn't like I was like, fuck you all, but I had to focus on taking care of myself. And so I've been really focused on that. And I don't know, it could seem like I am like indifferent, but I'm still friendly with everyone. Like, I'm still like super fucking friendly. So I think it's just, you know, you can't expect people to have the same response and the same actions that you would have, because you'll always be disappointed, or not always, but it leaves opportunity for disappointment. Whereas if you just like say, like, here's what is, and like, this might happen, this thing might happen, and it might be lucky, and that would be cool, then you're in a very different position. So I I think that that's kind of what is happening, where it's like I was really like friendly to people, and maybe I didn't get as involved as I did last time, because that was very hectic and crazy all the time. But like, I feel like if someone needed a fucking ace bandage because they sprained their ankle, I would do that for anybody in this house. But you know what? They didn't do that. I did. They didn't say they would do that. I did. So I need to deal with that. And honestly, I'm moving out on my own soon, and this is gonna be what it's like when I get hurt and stuff like that. So sometimes you just gotta deal. I guess that's a coping mechanism or something, or so I have heard. I love when you look so much better. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, I just have the purple, and then I'll go back to crocheting the pink color. Now, when you're weaving in your ends, do you prefer using a crochet hook? Do you prefer a darning needle? A little bit of both, depending on the situation. I actually prefer using my needle, but I in this situation, it was just going to be so much faster because of how short. Because I cut the ends really short because I know I don't have a lot of yarn to finish this whole thing. So it was like, I need every little bit of yarn that I have to make sure I can finish this sucker. So that's why I cut them so short. I also have a Walmart order coming later, and I'm gonna have to get downstairs, and I'm super not looking forward to that. So we'll see how that goes. But it is what it is. I also figured out my next tapestry. I when I look for a lot of the tapestry patterns that I really like are actually alpha patterns that are for bracelets, that are for like weaving. And I find a lot on Pinterest. And so the next one I've had in my saved list for a while, and I'm super excited to make it, because I had the bird skull, which I really, really loved. Honestly, that one was so cool. Honestly, I don't think I would ever sell it, because it was so cool, but that picture is the picture for my Etsy, and then I don't sell anything like it. So, and some people asked about it when I was selling Packers. So I was like, okay, well, maybe if I do tapestries, then like that could be a way people could buy buy things from my Etsy. I know it's probably going to be hard, like a lot of my like kind of niche stuff, where it's like, how would people search for that? And especially, I've also tried to think about how I want to do shipping. If I did ship, if I did, also you might notice that my eyebrows look different. Today I just filled them in differently. I filled them in with bright green and filled them in with bright blue. So if you were wondering why my eyebrows look like that, that's why. But I vibrated on my foot and it felt terrible. It felt terrible. Even just that little bit of vibration, I was like, whoa, felt like it took turn my stomach. But I forgot what I was saying. Something about tapestries, blah, 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 blah. So I think it might be a little bit more niche, and getting people to buy it might be kind of difficult, but it's okay. I'm going to give it a try and see. Honestly, like, I wouldn't mind just having a bunch of tapestries decorate my room and stuff like that when I get my new place. I think that would be super cool to have a bunch of crocheted tapestries. And I'm also going to try changing up the stitches and everything, so that they look different every time. When I did my bird skull tapestry, I did an extended single crochet, so it was elongated a little bit. This tapestry that I'm doing, I really want the stitch width to be the same as the stitch height. So, like, my initial gut instinct is to do a single crochet, but I don't know if that's what I will be doing, because I want something that's interesting, but that I can do pretty quickly. And I do think that, because this is a bigger one, like, I think this is like 100 stitches wide, so it's pretty wide for it. Oh, I was talking about shipping. Yeah, I'm like, how do I ship the dowel rod and not have it break and have like affordable shipping? And I'm not quite sure how to do that yet, so I have to figure that out. Okay, so they're sewn in, looking good. Rainbow's bright. So let's go back to what we were doing before. Where's my little troll bag? Oh my god, butt hurts. Mother. Oh. Okay. Okay, here. Are you working on anything, Timmy? Something's going on downstairs about peanut butter. And I'm like, who's being a good person? Oh, wait, none of you. Uh-oh. I can't get up and close the door. I can't go downstairs and eat. So let's see, just so we have a timeline of events here. Because I was going downstairs with my roommate. She slipped, but she just fell on her ass. And then not just fell on her ass, but she didn't hurt herself. She fell on her ass. Whereas I did not. I fell at the bottom. And twisted my ankle. Let's see. So I sent it out at 7:47, and that was after I had been up here for about 30 minutes. About 7:15, so it's been about 2 hours. So I guess it just seems like longer because I've just been like, the whole time. You know how time slows down when you're in pain or something. Also, I tried to order a 9mm boy metal hook from Walmart, and they tried to substitute it with a different size, which I'm like, you can't just fucking use a different size hook with motherfuckers. But so I didn't take the substitution, but I just don't like using this clover hook as much. With this yarn, it just looks so spooky. Okay, this is super annoying. Weird. People look weird. I don't know. So, what are you making with your granny squares? Are you doing a blanket? Are you doing something different? I don't often find myself doing granny stitch unless I'm doing a cardigan, so I'm like, wow, we're kind of doing the same thing. Maybe. I don't know what grannies you're doing, but I don't really do grannies that often because it's just not for me. And I will often find that I make mistakes doing them, and I just don't have as much fun doing them because to me, it's just not my favorite stitch to do. Like I've seen people do some really cool stuff with them, really cool stuff with them, but it's just never in the place where my brain goes like, oh, I want to make that as a granny square. I do want to make those little cat granny squares, so those look really cute. But I don't know what I'd make with it. I mean, I could make a bag or something, but I don't know. I just don't really. Pot holders. Oh, that's fun. Oh wait, that's in the corner. Eep. See, if I don't pay attention, I'm like putting corners all over the place. Make one set in cotton, another in acrylic, but marry them. For what? Are you talking about pot holders? Because I don't think you should. Aren't you not supposed to make pot holders in acrylic? Oh, decorative. Okay. I was like, I feel like that might not be what you're supposed to do, but I'm not a granny square expert, and I don't claim to be one. So, oh gosh, my foot hurts so much. It's so annoying. I'm sorry to keep annoying all of you about it. Also, for sleep, I was just thinking, like, I sleep on my stomach, so it's like the worst. It's gonna be hard to elevate my foot while sleeping, but that should be fine. It's not the worst part. Luckily, I think with my Walmart order, I don't have anything I have to refrigerate or freeze right now, so I don't have to do a bunch of like walking and stuff like that. Just getting up and down the stairs, that should be a bit challenging. And bearing weight on the foot, period. Squeaky ass hook. Pretty. So, if you've never done the hexagon cardigan and you've done a granny square, you can definitely do one very easily. So, basically, how it looks as you work it up. So, a hexagon cardigan is going to have 6 sides, which is why it's called the hexagon cardigan. And so, it's going to look like this, and it grows from the outside, basically. So, this tiny little baby sleeve, this would be so cute on a baby. Would it not be like the most precious little baby sleeve in the world? But it grows on the outside, so it gets larger and larger and larger. And you do everything that you would do for a granny square, except a traditional granny square, except you do 6 sides instead of 4. So you would do 6 clusters in your magic circle or your chain 4 or however you do it. And then you would just go on from there. That's the only difference. And then you might want to put cuffs or do some kind of detail on the neckline. You can do all that. There's a ton of videos on how to do a hexagon cardigan. One that I started and then I ended up having the wrong counts and I never could get it quite right was the herringbone hexagon cardigan from Bag a Day. That is one I would like to revisit because it is a hexagon cardigan, but she does a different stitch in it rather than the granny stitch. So if you wanted to look that up, and if my my screen does weird things, I do apologize. And hopefully the link works. Jesus, fuck off. I typed all that stuff and then it was pop up. Hexagon. And it's really, really nice. I think she did it about a year ago. Yeah, it says a year ago. So if you type this into YouTube, then you can find the link to Bag a Day's video on how to do the herringbone. Hey Lydia, how are you? I'm much less mad now. Try reloading the page. I don't know what's going on. Lydia, you came in and you crashed my restream. Do you want me to reload the whole stream or something? I don't know. Oh, did it just not even type the thing? Maybe that was wrong. Yeah, so if you type that, okay, now it's acting full. I don't know if it came up for you all or not. Let me know if you got to see it. But that is a... I'm trying to paste what I fucking wrote. It's not working. I'll like type it like 100 million times. Hopefully it won't crash my restream or something. But yeah, so that is a hexagon cardigan, but is worked with the herringbone stitch. And Bag a Day did that video when the hexagon cardigans were extra very super popular and everyone was doing one, which I think a lot of people are still doing them. They're definitely not, unpopular now, but it was kind of like that was like the thing that I feel like everyone was making. So she made it a little bit different and it was really beautiful. I really liked it. So I started to make one and then I had a problem. I think I added a corner, which again, is very, very me. And I had done quite a bit of work and I could not, um, like, I tried to frog it and the yarn wouldn't frog, and I think I just put it down and never picked it up or something like that. Maybe I just put it down and never picked it back up. It was just, it ended up in my whips pile, and I was like, I know I'm never gonna finish this. I think that was one of the ones that I was like, I'm never gonna finish this. That before I left North Carolina, that was gonna be, be, you know, try to save as much yarn as I can, and then, do what you gotta do to unfroggable yarn. It happens. Okay, come to the corner. Oh, it's so squeaky. It makes me want to just rip my skin off. Um, Lydia, what are you making or working on? Things are not going great. I mean, a lot of things are going great, and I shouldn't be ungrateful for that. I uh, got everything I needed to move into my apartment at the end of the month. Um, Everything with a lot of my apartment stuff has worked out really well. I wish I had a little bit more overlap to kind of get stuff and kind of make it a little bit nicer, or just have some stuff in it by the time I move in. But it's gonna come furnished with a new bed, so um, can't complain about that too much. At least it's got a bed. Um, and we can, you can always add stuff later. Um, but I sprained my ankle, and I live in a house full of people, half of which saw, um, and then I asked, when I made my way back upstairs, I asked someone to go get me, like, buy me an ace bandage, which I was going to give them money for, and not a single person responded, conveniently. Cool. Yeah, you probably can't post a link. YouTube's really weird about posting links, just because, anyone could post anything that would potentially be not great. And when I tried to post the link the other day, you couldn't access it. So I figured I wouldn't even bother trying to post the link this time. Yeah. If you found it, then that works for you. If you want to watch it later, you can always save it in your watch later. Uh, you're working on something new, a new hobby, punch needle. Very cool. I hope it, I'm super excited to see how that works out. I tried it and I could not get it to work for me. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I'm so jealous because um, I could not get it to work for me. I could not. I tried so hard. yeah, when she came out with that pattern, I was like, this is super cool. And I really liked that it was different than uh, the just traditional granny cardigan. So I'm making a rainbow hexagon cardigan, Lydia. Um, so basically, how it will look is, and it just grows from the outside, so it looks a little bit like a toddler size right now, but it's gonna be rainbow. So the stairs from the upstairs to the downstairs here are like very short, um, to save space, I guess. And I have tiny feet and they don't even I can't even if I'm just standing on a step, my toes are hanging off. That's so you kind of have to walk sideways anyways. But on the bottom step, and also the lights were off, and the only light switch is at the bottom of the stairs, of course. Um, the bottom step, I kind of stepped off of it weird and totally twisted my ankle sideways. Um, and it feels super awesome. Just kidding. It feels like shit. And it hurts. And I want an ice pack. But I don't have an ice pack. That's cool that you're trying to punch needle. I'm like I said, I'm super jealous. That was just something that I tried and it did not work. I was very frustrated that it didn't work, but it didn't work. So maybe I just needed a different technique. But once I try something and it doesn't work, because I had bought materials and they're in North Carolina somewhere. Um, I just it doesn't make sense for me to try to buy it and redo it if I know that I couldn't do it the first time. Um, so it's not like I giving up on crafts. It's just that craft gave up on me. I'm so hungry. I'm like, melatonin gummies. That's food, right? That's not food. I can't be like, here's my sustenance for tonight, melatonin gummies. Yes, I do know that there are punch needle kits. I think that I tried one, um, but I'm not totally sure. I think I tried. Yeah, I tried a punch needle kit. No. But yeah, kits for everything these days, which is super cool. There was one, and if you're in the Facebook group Army of Weirdos, you saw that you might have seen that I posted there was a kit for a crocheted fan. Um, and I tried to find just the blanks so that you could make the fan yourself, but I have not been able to find them. So if anybody ever sees those, please share that because like I would love to make a fan. Um, they have a specific name that they're a type of Chinese fan, and they're gorgeous. But uh, you could buy the kits, which the kit would be cool just to have in general. But then I was like, but I want to make more. I want to continue making these. How do I get just the frame? And I can't find it. So what are you gonna do? I go from like being like swelteringly hot to being cold. See, now I'm cold. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But there's just another sign. Why did I throw my vape right on my foot? Just a sign that most people can't do all crafts. I definitely can't do all crafts. There are a lot of crafts that are not in my wheelhouse, and that's okay. We just have fun doing what we can. Yes, Temmie, are you in the Army of Weirdos Facebook group? It's a very specific type of it's got a wooden frame that's a circle, and then it's got a wooden dowel, and you can fan yourself like this, and then it's a crocheted mandala um, in the center, and there are kits, but they're like 30 something bucks each, and you can only make that one fan. And I wanted to get the frame and make it my do my own, get, and then if I wanted to make multiple ones and sell them, do that. But I don't know where to buy just the frames. I even searched for them, and I can just find the end results. I can't find, or I can find ones that are already made. I can't find ones that are just a frame. Now, there are, I mean, like, you could use like a bamboo hoop or like a embroidery hoop, but attaching the stick, like, because people are going to be fanning themselves with it, you want to make sure that that fan is not going to snap off, or that the handle is not going to snap off. So let me see. When did I post that? Yeah, I posted it in the group. Where's my phone? I'm in a very small bed, so to lose things as frequently as I do is kind of amazing. It's kind of impressive. There it is. Okay, so let's see. I posted um and I've been posting there more because there are 2 new colors of the Halloween sparkle yarn from Hirschner's. It's called Pastel Phantom, or Pastel Phenom, and Monster Mash. Monster Mash looks really fun. It's right here. Posted that, and let's see. Okay, so on March 6th, I posted the fan accessories. They have special like flower shaped hoops instead of the bamboo, and then special handles that go into them. So I'm sure to find something similar, but I don't know. I want something similar. I just don't know where it is. Ugh, leg cramping. You can look for it if you can. If you find it, cool. If you don't, I've looked several places that might be able to find it. It looks like it. I mean, because they can be relatively mass produced, although I don't know how the crochet ones are. Um, then they probably were not produced in great conditions. Um, but I just wanted to make the fan. But I want to maybe make more than one fan. And I don't want to. I want to buy a kit and then find out I really want to make the fans and sell them, and then I can't. Okay, yeah, Lydia can come and go. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. I was like, it's showing the same number of people, so maybe, but I don't know. Sometimes Restream's slow at counting people, and sometimes it's not. What do you mean 3 people? There's 4 people. Hello, 4 people. Um, no, I mean the number didn't change when you said Lydia had left. So, but I mean, if people come in, like, yeah, I mean, people can come and go to the stream. That's fine. And the count on YouTube is never right. Like usually, like, well, I won't say never, but it often is not right. Um, I think Restream might catch up a little bit faster, but I don't know. But yeah, you never know who's in here, like, because it doesn't say like this person's um in the group, this person's not in the chat or whatever. Like, you never know who's participating or lurking, whatever. So all are welcome, unless you're a dick. And go away. That's my job. I am the dick. What is everyone working on tonight? I know Lydia is doing some punch needling, which is super awesome. I'm very jealous. Truly jealous because I can't do it. I tried. It failed miserably. So our next color is going to be red. Look at these tiny little baby skeins. They're 50 ounces and they're just little baby skeins. I thought they were going to be bigger. I did not read the item description because I never do, because that would require me to pay attention to details. And I don't do that, though. Ever. Surprise, surprise. Restream is lagging. I mean, Restream didn't show that anyone had left when she said you were gone. So I was like, What? Okay. I guess it is lagging, but it wasn't lagging, so I don't know. The thing that I found about making videos is not only am I making videos when like I'm live and I'm talking to people live, is that some people also watch the replay. Not a lot of people, but some people watch the replay. And I so it's like if I don't talk, or if I talk, like only one person is ever going to see this, because like, so I just kind of talk more openly and generally, like there are more people here than may actually be in the room. Like of course I'll like talk to people in the room, but I don't like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Like I still talk like there might be multiple people who will watch it at one point, because you never know. So if even if that number drops down to like one, I or zero, I'm still talking. And that also, sometimes that number is zero and you just want to get a video up. So you make a video, even though you're not sure anybody's ever going to see it. It's just how it is. That's my approach, at least. I don't know how anyone else does it. These things, love them. Snippies. Cool. You found it on the group? Yep. Cool. I'm glad you found it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? They look really awesome. Um, I just want, I just want to be able to make them however I want them, or make multiples if I want it. Um, I did see a really cool crochet item uh, that I was gonna start to make, but then it looks like I won't have time. But someone had recycled a like a sweatshirt, and what they had done is they had removed the sleeves and they had removed the front pocket, and they had crocheted all of that. And so I was excited to give that a try. Um, but I won't be doing that anytime. Well, they were out of stock. So I will be getting that today, but not that I had time to work on that right now. Also, I'm working on a witch hat. Oh, I can't reach. It's over my laptop, and I can't. My body's too sore from it. But I'm making a witch hat, and that's coming along well. But I haven't made any progress since I've been working on a packer and then this cardigan. Um, So this cardigan is, for those of you who don't know, I have an Etsy item that I custom make these cardigans. I know they're so cute, right? Where I make these cardigans and I'll do pride flags pride flag colors, and I'll do one on one side and one on another side, or they can match. But basically, people can choose their individual pride flags. So, like for me, when I did my original one, I did one that was half. It was half rainbow, and the other half was trans pride colors. Um, so uh, I really liked when because Big Twist had their their Pride collection, that I could do a lot of Pride multicolors, and then I didn't have to do color switching as much. Yeah, the partial crochet hoodie is something different. So yeah, so someone had removed the sleeves, and then um, I mean, I guess removed the pocket, and then they crocheted the sleeves, and they crocheted the pocket. So those were crocheted, but the you know part that covered the front was still the same fabric. Um, and so they just took apart an old or new, I don't know, hoodie, and was like, that's really cool, and I like that. And also I was like, I like hoodies. I really wear hoodies all the time. I am using Red Heart Super Saver. I got one of the Super Craft kits. I didn't realize that they were small skeins. So this is Red Heart Super Saver in a bunch of different colors. I hope I have enough to finish the one side. We shall see. But nothing fancy going on this side. Just, oh my gosh, my foot. Oh my gosh, my foot. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. But yeah, for the cardigan that I'm making, people can have the two pride options. And because the yarn for the the Big Twist living yarn that had all the pride had a lot of the pride color variations is no longer available due to Joanne going out of business. I have to remove those options from my listing, and because I don't have really a lot of yarn here at all, I kind of have to rebuy everything, so it's pretty expensive to start um, a project like this because I have to buy all of the colors. So I was hoping that buying the kit would save me some money, which if it works out, it will save me a lot of it will not a lot, it will save me money. If it doesn't work out, then it will we'll see. We'll see. And on the other side, we're doing the lesbian flag, and I had the idea that instead of buying all the colors of the lesbian flag, I was going to um, use Red Heart ombre because they have a peach ombre and they have a purple ombre. And the person who ordered it was excited about it. So it was like, okay, let's do it. And so that's a lot less yarn for me to do because the lesbian flag, it has a bunch of shades of orange that get lighter and lighter and lighter to a white stripe, and then it has a very light purple that gets darker and darker and darker. So I'm going to use the ombre yarn and hope that it works out well. I think if I can get the colors, like the ombre, to like fade, like phase, like I want it to, I think it should end up looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that it does. So weird to watch this estimated delivery. Really wish I had gotten that. I mean, that the aluminum hook could have been in my order, but it happens. And I really don't use this size often, so it's not huge loss. Granted, like it was less than $2 for the hook, um, so it wouldn't have been a terrible financial loss to have bought it. Um, but I just really don't need the squidging on those yarn. That kind of stuff would drive me a little bit nuts, if you haven't noticed. Does anyone else hate squeaky yarn, like, and hook combinations? Once my order gets here, I'm going to let you all go, and it's very close. Actually, let me get up to this corner and pull it. Okay, so I'm going to let you all go, and I'm going to hobble downstairs. I'm going to be mean mugging every person that comes in my path. So I'll talk to you later, and thanks for helping me calm down through the power of crochet. I'll talk to you later. Bye.